We are live. We are
Beer for
live.
Breakfast Morning Show is brought to you by Ground Up Remodeling. Tim will take care of your needs from the ground up. Truly one of the best in Lake Placid, and we wouldn't let anyone else work on our handyman or home improvement needs. Call Tim today.
Welcome to the Beer for Breakfast Morning Show, featuring the Lake Placid legend, Toolman Tim, the local remodeling madman, and obscure Ron, often heard but rarely seen. They're coming to you live from the Obscure Destinations Outdoor Studios in Lake Placid, Florida.
Come and get it!
No, not that Lake Placid.
It's gonna get cold again.
Advertising information is in the descriptions. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Drinking in the AM's a sin. Old Cracker's just hanging with his old friend. Beer for breakfast, what I said. Beer for breakfast, make it two. Pop that top, pop that top, pop that top again. Pop that top, pop that top, pop that top again.
Yep. Why don't you make sure you give them your number, Tim?
863-441-5758.
You need any remodeling done or anything, you give Tim a call. Good morning. We're live from Lake Placid. You've got Toolman Tim and me, the obscure Ron. I'm the guy that doesn't want anyone to know who he is because I'm shy.
I'm not.
No, he's not. Tim knows everybody. Tim's never met a stranger, and my family are strangers. So, I don't know. We're glad to have anyone that's with us to be with us today. We hope that if you have family in California that are getting burned up, that they're not getting too burned up.
They're not too toasty.
It looks like James Wood house isn't fine, but it didn't burn all the way down. Oh, there we go. Morning. 2. And that's the beer for breakfast. For all of your nutritional needs, you know that the Pilgrims, when they came over here, they drank brew because they didn't trust the water.
Huh.
Yes, sir. That's the truth. They drank beer. Even the children drank beer.
Oh, God love them.
Yeah, it was very low alcohol beer, but they drank beer nonetheless. And I don't think, who are we not to drink beer?
It's our civical duty.
Our civical duty.
I don't think that's a real word, civical.
No, it's not. But it worked. I mean, for
Yeah.
me and you, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
So what'd your weekend go like? You worked hard on the backpacks that you couldn't get working.
Yeah, I couldn't get them. I can't figure them out. They're above my pay grade.
They got some glow in the dark eyes and you're supposed to wear them on your motorcycle.
I got to find.
They came from China or something, so the directions are
a little
pretty Pretty hard to understand.
They should have been, but it just they wrote them for somebody else or something.
Someone who knew how to use them.
Or something. I can't find the on and off switch on one of them at all. There is no on and off switch on one of them at all. And
Hard to turn it on that way.
when I plug it into the charger, it lights up, but there's no battery pack. So I'm gonna have to. I guess according to this, they made it sound like the battery pack was in it, but it ain't. So I guess I'm gonna have to.
You're gonna have to figure something
I'm
out.
gonna have to find this elusive battery. It says this screen needs a 5-volt 2-way battery pack. Find the US power port inside. Oh, so I'm gonna have to go buy this power pack. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know what that is, so I'm gonna have to.
Right. You have to be an electronic Chinese
I'm
genius.
gonna have to find this fucking 9-year-old to figure this shit out for me because I am not. I can. You give me your computer, I can do anything you want to it. I can take it apart, put it together, rewire it.
I can do it with a car.
You give me a cell phone, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Oh yeah. If I screw up my cell phone, it's gone.
What's on the TV today this morning, Tim?
Oh, not a hell of a lot worth watching. That's why we do a beer for breakfast show.
I mean, you're a news guy.
Oh, yeah. He said that, like I have the first full aluminum bodied Ford pickup that came out. They did that to reduce weight and make better economy. And of course, it makes it a little faster. But in 1942, Henry Ford made an all plastic body for a car, and it was made from soybean plastics because he was big into soybean shit. But they scrapped it because, of course, and everyone knows in 1942, World War II hit us, and they scrapped the whole thing because they had to go building tanks or whatever the hell they were building.
Somewhere in Pennsylvania, they built their car tags out of soybean plastic, and the goats ate it all. They had to stop doing it because people that had goats ate all of it.
Well, those stupid sandhill cranes, like shiny vehicles, especially black ones like my truck, and every time it's parked somewhere where these stupid birds are, they see the reflection, they attack the side of my truck. You ought to see me when I was sitting at the Moose one day. My truck was parked right in the front row, and these damn sandhills are coming after my truck. I'm out there like a freaking maniac, waving my arms, chasing them off. And my friend was Jessie, one of our listeners. She was laughing her ass off. She said, "Well, you're looking like a fool out there. You ain't going to get rid of them." And I said, "I'll run that son of a bitch over."
Our motorhome had a chrome bottom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the whole bottom, all the way along the whole 36, 40 feet of whatever, 38 feet was chrome.
Wow.
And for like a foot. Well, you know, this high, 2 feet.
Right.
And the wild turkeys. Wild turkeys would go and just beat themselves to death on that chrome.
They'd see their own reflection.
Yeah, it was just basically, it could have been stainless steel for all I know. It was just
Probably
a long sheet of,
yeah.
it was a long sheet of something. Very good going on.
Fun to keep clean. Now I had my handful of pills this morning.
CBD gummy.
Does that work for you? I never had CBD that worked for me.
I don't know, man. I got a bunch of them. It's supposed to make my leg feel better, and it seems like it works. Because 6 months ago, I couldn't even hardly walk.
Huh.
And it seems to be loosening it up a little bit.
Well,
Could all be on my mind.
maybe I ought to retry that.
Could be on my mind. Fuck, who knows?
Oh, famous people's birthdays over the weekend. Don Garlitz, Big Daddy Don. He was 82 years old.
Is he dead now? He should.
No, he's not dead. He has the museum
I know.
in North Florida.
I know. I used to go there. When we would go there, and if we cleaned out his horse stalls, he let us do whatever we wanted to. We could stay the whole weekend.
Oh, wow.
Right up there. They say it's in Ocala, but it's actually in Bellevue.
That sounds like a psych hospital in New York.
Bellevue, Florida is actually a fun place. Kind of a quiet place, kind of a
Yeah, it is kind of off the beaten path.
Yeah, it's way back there. You know, it's back there.
Yep.
I guess it's easier to get there if you go to the interstate, but if you're from that area, you don't go to the interstate too much. But
Right. It's like avoiding MLK Boulevard.
right, well, yeah,
Always the best side of town.
yeah. The man of peace gets the most violent neighborhood is named after.
Right. Lucky him.
The let's see what else is new. Well, the winds, Santa Ana winds are picking up again. They said that they're already red flagging everything out there in California again. So
Yeah.
California's still burning.
That goddamn state burns every year. You think they'd be used to it, huh?
Yeah, but I don't think they've ever seen anything like this. I mean,
No, they said this is catastrophic. is how they put
I
it.
mean, have you seen any of the pictures?
Oh yeah, it's
It
incredible.
is. I hate to.
It's actually kind of terrifying to watch because there's so much fire damage everywhere.
It is.
It's like whole towns are burnt to the ground.
Well, I found this song, but it's footage of the. I might not have it. Here it is. I won't play the whole song. You just want to hear it. Here, look at that.
In a state with sky-high taxes, where the
I
houses
wasn't
gleam
thinking it was like that, but it seems like
the
there's nothing half
government's got a cunning plan.
It
They
looks
don't want us to know.
ground.
They're eyeing up the golden land, a treasure to behold. But instead of playing fair and square, they're daringly bold.
They're saying they're turning away. They say that they're turning away fire trucks because they don't meet regulations for Oregon or somewhere up there. They say no, your fire trucks don't meet regulations. So, you know,
Hey, if half of my state was on fire, I'd take whatever I get.
are you
2
kidding me,
guys in a
man?
bucket of water would be in business.
I wouldn't even be joking about it. I'd be like, hey, whatever. I mean, I saw these women were emptying out their purses and using purses to dump on fire.
Jeez.
And I think they were fire people. But did you hear that one lady that said if your husband gets himself caught in a fire, then he got himself caught in the wrong situation.
Oh yeah, like he had an option.
Hey lady, you fucking bitch, that's what an emergency responder does. You don't need an emergency unless you found yourself in a bad situation.
Right, you run to the trouble, not away.
That's what I say. It's she was making the black one that looks like a dude was making 400-something thousand a year. The other one's 700,000 a year.
Damn.
But you would think with all the dikes in the fire department, they'd at least had one of them with water.
Well, they didn't prepare. Their reservoirs are half dry because they let all the water go.
I don't know. I thought that was funny.
That was ridiculous.
No, I mean the dike joke.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dike joke. Anyway.
I was watching the Mecum auctions, which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
It's right here in Kissimmee, Florida.
Was it?
Yeah, they had 4,500 cars to auction.
Go ahead, talk over me.
Some of those cars are over $1 million.
Yeah.
And they just people spend $1 million on a car.
Well,
One freaking car.
it's just crazy.
They're nuts.
Yeah, it's
There's a car on earth I'd pay $1 million.
It's that what Vince Vaughn called "fuck you" money.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it. It ain't if he spends that $1 million, he won't miss it. Kind of shit.
Yeah, to see these people that are spending $1 million, they show them live in the audience a lot of times. You wouldn't think that they could afford a new pickup, let alone $1 million car. And there's guys that buy multiple cars, you know, for $100,000, $200,000 all the time.
We are deboosted like a motherfucker. Our numbers weren't this bad our first day. Well, this is bad.
Well, it's Monday.
Yeah, but it's also YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
I make them mad a lot.
No, not us.
Oh no, not us. Me. I say things. So we've got that, but you want to hear, and I hate to play this so early because no one's paying attention. Well, one person, but that's probably me on another thing. So I want to warn you This may have sexual overtones.
I've done this job my entire adult life. And
That, everybody, is Sheriff Grady Judd.
Super sheriff.
Super Sheriff, as we like to call
occasionally
it.
you run across something that you go, come on, man, that really
Yeah.
didn't happen. But it did. I mean, he even admitted it. And here's what happened. He said, well, you know, I had just some sexual frustration. It was really stupid. It was a dumb thing to do. Donald Calloway, who's 53 from Lake Wells, admitted that because he was trying to do the wow thing with a horse.
In his
A
nose.
mare.
In his nose.
The mare was 28 years old.
Oh,
She said, nay.
No, sir, I don't like it.
We tried to interview the horse. She said, my 28 years of being a horse, no one's ever done anything like that to me before, and I hope it never happens again. That's right. He tried to engage in inappropriate conduct with a horse, which is clearly against the law. Does Donald not know that a horse will bite you? The only thing I can figure, he's got a hitch in his giddy up. Well, right now, he's out to pasture in the county jail. Have a good day.
And we
Drinking in the AMs.
Grady Judd. Hold on. We love us some Grady Judd.
no doubt.
Um,
He went on regular, national television or TV, and they said, "Why did your deputy shoot this guy 84 times?" He goes, "Because we ran out of bullets."
so you're out of bullets. That's right. 'Cause he was ready to shoot them bitches some more. And that's what fair is, you know.
That's
They were.
justice.
If you look, man, I'm not a big love cop back to blue guy, but I will tell you this: if you are dumb enough to shoot at a cop, then you deserve all those bullets getting thrown back at you.
Oh yeah.
But I've told you before, Tim's not a big internet guy, so he doesn't really know much about swatting. But this guy in Germany was playing War of Warcraft or some dumb shit with some guy in LA. And he says, "I'll swat you, you son of a bitch." And he goes, "You want to swat me?" He goes, "Yeah, I will. What's your address?" So he gives him some guy's address in Kentucky or something. Well, the SWAT team or the police department in that town gets a phone call that says someone at this address just killed his wife and he's about to kill his kids.
Oh shit.
So the SWAT team shows up.
Oh, that's
He
a
walks
spot.
out with his cell phone and says, "What the fuck?" And they shoot him in the chest, kill him dead or free fried hell, killed him.
Wow.
So everybody's in trouble over that. But they did it to. There's a kind of a jerky little pussy that goes by the name of Tim Pool, and he's super popular on YouTube. He's a big.
Really?
He's like, oh yeah, he's like a YouTube master. Oh my god, I know everything. But he's got a mansion for chickens, so I got to give him credit for that. But he's a little skater boy who went bald, and so he wears a skull cap all the time everywhere he goes. He wears one of them little.
Oh geez.
Yeah, and he's only like 5'2" something. I don't know. He's just a little bitty fuck. I don't personally like the guy, but he got swatted. My guy Ricada got swatted.
You not liking people? There's a short list.
I know, but Jeremy the quartering, the quartering. I don't like that little cocksucker either. He's a big 600-pound son of a bitch. I don't like that fat bastard either. So no, I don't know. But the thing is, Ron will say it to your face with no problems and wear whatever ass whipping that I might have coming. Because you don't ever have to wonder what am I thinking. Like, I was supposed to go hook up a TV part for Tim yesterday, but I got so wrangled up trying to hook that one up that he gave me that I never got hooked up. Yesterday was not my electronics day. So when I figured after working for 2 hours on these damn backpacks, I was just going to come in here and put my lamp together because I knew I could do that. I'm like, okay, and it is a pretty lamp, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Scope
yeah.
it out.
It's got these candle bulbs.
Oh yeah. They flicker a little.
No, but they go up and down, but they're very fancy bulbs. So we took all the boxes and I said, you save that, honey. Because it's probably one of those things we're going to pay $10 million for.
Right.
I
One
remember-
light bulb costs more than a goddamn lamp.
Our numbers haven't been this low since we started this shit.
Huh.
So, and I didn't even post anything on YouTube this week, and that might be the problem is I'm not posting any.
Well,
any
you know,
shorts.
it's been electronic screw up weekend, so.
Yeah, but this is something different. This is
Now, if I was trying to do any of that electronic crap, it would have been a double whammy because I would have screwed everything up.
yeah,
I was thinking about trying to hook that thing up to my TV.
yeah.
I'm like, how hard can this be? I see the plug.
It's not.
You plug it into the outlet. You plug it into the HB cable thing.
Yeah, it slips right in.
Yeah, and you go to that feed, input. And I'm thinking I can do this. And then I got thinking, no, I'll screw up my TV and I won't be able to watch that all weekend.
Yeah. Hey, you. I don't know if I'm gonna get. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for that or not. So I'm just gonna hold off on that.
Yeah, we don't want to get in any more
Yeah,
trouble
I
than we
can't
already
play that.
provided for ourselves.
Hey, man, you know who the Hot Chili Peppers are?
Yes.
All right, check this out. Now, this song was written, and well, just listen to it. This is
Listen to the words of the Red Hot Chili Peppers song Californication.
Now you have to
Oh,
remember,
yeah, I like that song.
yeah, you have to realize this song was written a long time ago. I mean, like in what? In the 90s.
Probably.
Considering that it was written almost 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Psychic spies from China try to steal your mind's elation. And little girls from Sweden dream of silver screen quotation. It's the edge of the world in all of Western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, at least it's settled in a final location.
It's almost like they were predicting some of this shit, man. You know, I mean, this is kind of weird to me. I
Pay
like
your surgeon very well to break the spell of aging. Celebrity skin, is this your chin or is that war you're waging? Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
Yeah, now, do you think that the moon landing was real, or do you think it was fake?
I'm kind of on the fence about it.
I'd never ever
There's
questioned.
a lot of people that were sworn to secrecy if it's bullcrap.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. There were.
There's too many odds that somebody will retire and say, "Hey, I'm going to tell you the truth. This was fucking
Or
bullshit."
get dementia, or get pissed because they didn't get to go to space or something. They say that there were over 100,000 people involved in that moon landing,
Yeah,
which makes sense because they're not all there at NASA. They're all over
right.
because they were going from Houston. They were going from Titusville to Houston, Florida, and all over. And they were beaming this shit to other countries. I just don't. But
You think about it, that was back in what, the 60s when they
60s,
supposedly landed on the
yeah.
moon. But yet here we're trying to put somebody back on the moon with our newer technology, which is way more advanced than that, and it's taking us multiple years to
We
get the
haven't done
rocket right and get it all right. So
Uh,
maybe something ain't quite kosher back there.
well, not only that.
And who was the cameraman on the fucking moon? Somebody was there first?
Yeah, I don't understand a lot of that, and
And when they plant the flag, it almost looks like there was a breeze.
well, I think that was easy to explain because it just shakes. Because when something's in zero gravity, it's gonna.
Right.
It
was-
doesn't just freeze. I mean, it's gonna. I mean,
Yeah, I guess you could say
it's just
that.
like when they hold up those bags of water and
Yeah.
they just kind of sit there, but they don't just stay in one spot.
Right,
They
they
float
can
around.
float and move.
So if any kind of movement at all would.
Yeah, and supposedly that was like a cloth flag, not a plastic one.
Right,
or
right.
a cardboard cutout, whatever.
Right. So I don't know. I've often wondered about that, and
Yeah, that flag just always struck me as like photoshopped.
but a lot of it. Well, they'll admit that a lot of that stuff from Mars. Well, okay, I'm very, 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 very good at Photoshop Illustrator. I'm very good at it. So I can almost immediately look at something and tell you whether it's Photoshop or not. And if I'm not sure, I know how to take it into Photoshop, hit two buttons, and find out if that shit's real or fake.
Oh, you can tear it back down.
I can pull it back down to its original form right now with no problem, no question. And I've done that with a lot of the Mars pictures. None of the Mars is an orange, dude.
No.
They keep telling you it's the red planet. So what they did, and I can prove it, they took that shit into Photoshop and put an orange. They removed some of the white glare.
Oh yeah, you've
Which
done it
means-
with pictures. You've tinted them differently, and it
Right,
looks
you
like
see-
it's daylight when it's dark.
Right, you see me do it. I do it all the time, and it takes
Yeah.
me 2 seconds.
And it looks so real. Like I said, holy shit, you made that look like a bright sunny day, and the original picture was
Yeah.
gloomy like dawn.
It was bad, man. There's something I want to show, but I'm scared to death to show it.
Well, probably shouldn't then.
Yeah, no.
Oh, my wife was listening to like her phone,
Yeah,
and she gets a lot of funny crap from people because she's like got that humor.
yeah.
And she read me a joke that was on there. It said, this man and woman are out to dinner, and they're having a date, and the waitress comes over and at the end and says, let me get rid of that mess for you. And he goes, oh no thanks, I already called her an Uber. I thought that was pretty damn
I
funny.
think it's funny as hell.
She gets crap like that all the time.
I would get in trouble for that, for saying that.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
I'm gonna try something here. You keep talking for a minute. Let's talk about. Tim's like, great, nothing happened on my TV today.
Right?
Hmm.
Oh, porch pirates.
Yeah,
I
hold
hate
on.
that.
Oh yeah, but
It's so stupid that people think they can run onto your front porch and grab a package and not be seen on a Ring doorbell, or like in my case, have
Yeah.
cameras. It's like, man, I could see all the way across the street and watch my truck, car, and my job trailer all in one screen. The only bad thing is that camera sends me an alert when it gets a motion at any car that goes by. Even
Right.
on our little dead end street, we're one of the busiest streets, I swear to God.
right.
We get like 27 passes of cars a day or more.
Yeah, we do get a lot, don't
And
we?
it's like, why are all these people going down a street that's got 10 houses on it? There's not even that many cars on this street. And if you're going down my street, I always think, you're trying to case it or something,
Exactly.
because, I don't see any reason for people to just be traveling our street. But
Me
a lot
either.
of Northerners will ride around and go up and down Lake Canal streets looking for houses that are like for sale by owner and stuff,
Yeah.
because they're looking for good deals, So I know people who, so I can't say that that's probably not the case. Guy brings it back.
Yeah. Yeah, but you see why, right?
Yeah. There's a guy
He
there
got
with
that
a gun.
AK with his. What I'm trying to do is use his flame to cover up the AK.
Oh,
Because
there you
YouTube
go.
will have a fucking stroke over if they show a gun.
Yeah, but they put it on the air for see.
Yeah.
I don't get
Oh,
that.
I gotta get that. No. You gotta move that a little bit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, like Grady said, don't come to my county, because most of our citizens here have guns, and I encourage them to use those.
as much as they can.
All right, use them when needed, and a lot.
No kidding.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that is for there. And you can't see it there against him.
Right? Yeah, but he's standing there with an automatic weapon.
Yeah, no, but that's all right.
Right. That's pretty funny.
They
That guy
don't-
brings the freaking package back.
Oh yeah, he does.
It's like,
Oh.
hey, asshole, you
Oh,
just
yeah, he
took this
does.
off my driveway? I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh yeah, he wasn't having that shit. For some reason, I'm not having any luck here with this. I want to play it so bad, man. I'm just gonna risk it.
Well, you try.
At this point, I'm gonna risk it. I just think because it's something that people need to.
Keep in mind as you're
They need
ripping
to
off.
be aware. They need to be aware. You come fucking around in the country, and the country's gonna fuck around back. And we're not as forgiving as the city folk might be.
Right, like the signs that people have, it says, don't worry about the dog, worry about the owner.
Right.
And it shows a handgun.
Right. Holy crap, man.
Oh, now you lost the whole guy.
No, did I?
Yeah, there's just a flame.
Oh yeah, it's just he's still
That'll work.
he ain't outside yet. See how slow he's moving? That means that my shit's not working right.
Yeah, I'm sure he wasn't slowly going down the driveway.
Yeah, at least they'll see that I tried to hide it. They won't give me too much shit. No, see, this should have been downloaded 20 minutes ago. It's new computer time for me. That's all I know for sure. We got a big problem with sports pirates, especially during the Christmas season. But
oh yeah, like it goes up 35%.
If you're if you live on Martin Luther King, though, you shouldn't be stealing people's shit, because that's where this dude was at. This dude wasn't fucking playing. He came out and said, "Hello."
So you don't want to play that game?
He's like, "Nigga, you tried me, man." I was like, "Yeah, you did try it.
Just put that shit back."
You did try it, brother. You did try it. I mean, it was fucked up. You did try it. Is it day a holiday?
I don't know. You never can tell. Today, every single day it's the National Day of Donuts or ashtrays, or
I don't think that's considered a holiday.
well, they have the dumb days listed for everything.
Anyway, we should really only have like six holiday stops. Christmas.
Oh, what's President's Day? Is that Washington Lincoln's birthday weekend or something?
They combined them. I mean, it's really
that
just the white sale at Sears when I was growing up.
Right. Yeah, because that's coming up.
I know that you can't have Columbus Day in some states because they say that the Native Americans Day.
Yeah. What in the hell's that backup beeper?
That's all the fire truck go by.
Oh, no kidding.
You might have overgrew. Maybe we got a fire down somewhere.
We've had a lot of fires lately, it seems like. I guess we're trying to whip California's ass and having response calls.
If we were that dry, you would think on New Year's Eve we would have really had problems.
Right.
Yeah. That's when all this shit, that's when I was expecting all this shit to pop off this New Year's Eve when all the fireworks are going off.
Yeah, there's people who put up better displays in the town.
Oh, that's for sure.
Well, when I was at a big shot in the Moose, we used to do a New Year's and a 4th of July fireworks display, and we'd spend $3,000 to $6,000 just ourselves on making just a show for our members, and we do it right out in the front parking lot because we have a very large property for the lodge, and we'd set up at the far end, and inevitably every year I was suckered into helping light them off and sequences and stuff, and I would get lit on fire every freaking year.
Yeah.
It never failed, man. Somebody was always beating on my back saying, "You're on fire, you're on fire."
Now, here's that thing that I'm kind of timid to show you, but I'm going to show you anyway. Here you go. I put the fire there to hide that.
Oh, you did well.
Pretty good. I don't know why I can't hear it. Oh, I know why I can't hear it.
He says, "Hey, what are you doing, man?
Yeah,
put that shit back." And he does.
Yeah, because I had to mute it because I was talking anyway. That was for nothing.
Yeah. Oh, you get the point.
Yeah, you get the point.
It's like, don't screw with somebody you don't know, because you never know if they're going to screw you back.
Don't be robbing people's shit, because we take that shit pretty seriously.
There's two things that really get my ass in a bind. It's people that lie to you and people that steal from you.
Yeah.
I don't like either one, and I won't tolerate it. So if you think you're going to come rip shit off my property, you better plan on going home in a body bag.
or hurt.
Right? At least stomped. I'll use that fire prevention system that you had that came with a bat so you could smash your window out.
Yeah. That's what we always did with him.
That was funny.
He came up and he said, "Hey, man," he goes, "I don't work there anymore." I said, "Cool." He goes, "I still got about 30 of these bats. You want to come up?" Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we can come up somewhere.
Put one in each bedroom, boy. Are you kidding? It's more effective than an axe handle, and it's easier to hold, man. And it's got that thing was as round as a baseball bat on the end.
Is
and
that what's hanging on the wall on the patio? There is a club about.
No, that's
it's just a beater.
That's yes, that's just
slide it under the seat.
Weapon. That's a safety device. Tire tool.
Tire tool.
That's a safety device to make sure that.
I was threatened by this guy one time, and I says to him, I says, I don't really want to get into a big fist fight or any of that bullshit. I says, I'm going to tell you right up front, you better call 911 and decide if you need an ambulance now, because I'm going to beat you with a tire tool. I said, I'm not going to go out there and play some boxing rounds with you. I says, you're going to die. And he's like, He thought twice and then kind of backed off.
Yeah, you know, once the man hits 50, don't fuck with him. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because
we
now
look at things at a totally different level. Because we already know everything.
we already had our ass whooped a couple times.
We know that we're smart enough to know that the fight doesn't hurt while we're fighting, so we're going to go till the end.
Right.
It doesn't hurt while you're fighting. It only hurts after. Bless you. It only hurts after the fight. During the fight, those nerves are immediately cutting off the pain and the adrenaline.
Right.
So you're fine. So we're going to go all in.
It's the day later.
Right, and a month later.
Sometimes, yeah.
In the next 6 weeks. But at this point, I'm going to put you down, and I'm going to put you down so you don't get back up. Because nowadays, people want to come back and shoot you if they lose a fight.
Oh, I know. You used to get into a fight with some guy in a bar,
Shake his hand and go out for beer.
beat each other's ass, come back in, have a beer together, and the game was over. Now it's like, it's the guy coming back with a gun.
Probably these days.
Yeah. Well, that happened right here in town at one of the local places that it's right where the Taco Bell is now. It used to be a bar in the back and a restaurant in the front. And the lady that owned the bar part of it, she had a customer get pissed off at another one because he was hitting on his sister or some crap. And so the guy starts pushing him around and jams him into a table and shit. And he goes, I've had enough of this shit. And he gets up and he walks out the door. So everybody thought he was leaving. He walked outside, crossed a pretty good sized ditch to get to where he had parked his car, came back with a gun, walked right into the front doorway, held the gun up and told this guy, I'm going to frickin' kick your ass now. And he says, I dare you. I dare you to fucking shoot me, you pussy. And he blasted him right in the freaking head in the middle of the bar. I had to go over the next morning and help clean the blood off of the stone patio. It was horrid. Man, nothing stinks worse than blood.
Blood does stink, doesn't it?
After a day or so.
Oh, it just stinks anyway. Blood.
That's a nasty
blood
substance.
Stinks. It smells so metallic. I mean, so.
Oh, it's a smell
roughy,
like you don't forget.
You don't forget it. No.
It's like if you've ever been around a deceased body, you will never forget that smell.
Well, yeah, I have. I've been around decaying body, and I don't know that I can differentiate if I'm smelling a rotten deer or a rotten person.
You know what smells amazingly like a human corpse is a dead pig.
Well, because they are basically human.
It was just like I was going down the road with my wife in the convertible one day, and we were on Route 70 going east, and it's a very narrow road with deep ditches on both sides. And all of a sudden, we smell this horrid smell, and I looked at her and I says, "That's the smell of a body." And she goes, "Yeah." I says, "There's probably somebody dead in the ditch back there. Should we go look?" And she goes, "Hell no, I don't want to get involved in that shit.
No,
just keep going." And then I was talking to a friend of mine. He says, "Oh, it's probably a dead pig because they smell very much like a decaying body." And I was like, "Oh, wow."
Well, I mean, it makes sense because most of our kill fields, where they what do you call it? Where they do the what is that in Langley? I think it's in Langley where they do the FBI training and everything.
Right.
They have a field and they use a lot of dead pigs, and a lot of people that donate their body to science, they put it out there. They put their bodies out there.
Wow, that's
to
nice.
Train
Nice.
forensics,
Donating to science.
to train forensics people and stuff like that.
Well, I guess, it's got its reasons, its merits or whatever.
Yeah. The guys might appreciate this. I don't know why no one's watching. This is really disturbing the fuck out of me. It could be because it's Monday. I don't know. But Me and Tim thought this was funny. That's what makes it a man's show, man.
Right?
Woo!
In Italian, and we'll glue your fat ass, bitch.
Poor lady, she didn't know she was in her way. It was so hard to find any news or anything this morning.
Yeah, it's been fire.
Nothing but fire. Nothing but fire. And of course, Maxine Waters, the lunatic from California, who is a very, 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 very wealthy woman. She blames it on rich people.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, for not paying their fair share. I'd like to find the person that said fair share and just like to bitch slap every fucking one of them.
I agree with you. Democrats or Republicans. Get the information up on the screens. Where can you go in Altadena? Where can you go in Pasadena? Where can you go in Malibu? Where can you go in the Palisades? Where can you go in San Fernando Valley? They don't know. They're looking for help, and that's what we should be dedicated to.
She's the rich that's screaming people pay their fair share. She ain't never had a real job.
Right. She probably cheats on her taxes.
Well,
like
not only that, we already know that she hires her family to do everything. They're also getting paid for government. They're getting paid by the government.
Right.
If she hires her family for everything, fuck all that, man.
It's all who you know.
Yeah, she said, "Oh no, it's the rich people."
I agree. We are doing it. We will continue to do it. I think you are right. However, it can also be seen that you don't want to talk about the politics because it's on your party. Because the mayor and the governor are Democrats who arguably should have had the people in Altadena better prepared for this. They should have the resources more available so they don't need me to put them up because the state has been doing the work. And that if they've been preparing the situations for wildfires like they were made aware of, instead of cutting deals with PG&E and insurance companies, they would have prepared the state. That is not unfair criticism. Is it too soon? Maybe.
No, is it too soon, my ass? It's not too soon. But here she goes. Here she goes. She's fixing to go Maxine Waters on you.
But the questions are real.
Let me tell you something. I'm not in the business of protecting anybody. And I think that my work over the years that I've been involved have been absolutely on point in dealing with what has to be dealt with in order to help the people. First thing you got to understand is services cost money, and we should be willing.
You know who she reminds me of? Aunt Esther.
She reminds me of Hillary Clinton.
No.
And her lying bullshit.
No, sir.
Oh, yeah.
She reminds me of Aunt Esther.
Yeah.
Let me show you what I mean. It makes perfect sense now. And now I understand why I always laugh when I see her. I should be, everyone says, you should hate her, you should hate her, you should hate her. I don't hate her at all. I think she's, for some reason, I think she's funny in a stupid kind of way.
Right.
And now it makes perfect sense because Maxine Waters is actually
Aunt Esther.
Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it?
Here's the lookalike of the week.
The lookalike for the week from Ron and Tim is Maxine Waters is actually Aunt Esther from
what was that show?
Sanford and Son. Yeah, tell me that ain't Maxine Waters.
No doubt.
The richest people in this country, the richest 1% that is protected. Sure, they pay their fair taxes so that we can have the money to provide the services. With that money and with those resources, the people who have been selected or elected to do the job should do the job.
The whole state gets lit on fire at least once a year.
Yeah, but look, it's the whole bullshit of the fire extinguishers, the fire hydrants being out of order. They made sure they were painted gay rainbow.
Oh yeah,
they are all pretty. The fire trucks are all. You know how much it costs to paint a fire truck?
Oh,
That's some expensive shit right there. I know because I got friends in E1 in Ocala that build fire trucks.
right.
It's called Emergency One. And those painters make Bill Gates money. I mean, those guys,
Damn.
those paint jobs have to be so exact, and all of those decals have to be so exact.
Oh yeah, and
They pay those guys.
and everything.
Oh, they pay those guys straight up big money.
I remember when I was a volunteer fireman up in New York when I was a kid, and we bought a new fire truck, and I was astounded at the price. It was like $400,000 for this pumper truck, and we didn't even get like the chrome wheels and all the fancy crap because it was just freaking ridiculous money.
Well, not only that, but there's so much equipment, life-saving equipment that's on them. You know.
Yeah, but this was just the bare truck was $400,000. There's our morning thoughts.
That's my morning thoughts. Since nobody's watching, now I'm getting pissed. It didn't hit me until now. That's Aunt Esther, man. Hold on a minute.
Oh, somebody talking to us on the
no,
side?
he did, yeah. Our Canada buddy, but I didn't catch him fast enough. And Aunt Esther was something, dude.
Oh, she's a funny old broad.
Yeah.
Sarcastic as hell. Yeah, it's like Michigan's got some woman in some office, and she's like, I don't know, she's a senator or something. Yeah, running that down into that state into the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild, man. It's I can't believe that I just figured out that Maxine Waters
looks like her.
is Aunt Esther.
Yeah, that is funny.
I can't believe it. It took me until now to figure that shit out. That's the way to do it too. Just yeah, that's Maxine Waters, dude. All right, everybody, you'll see what we're talking about now. I could have just shared screen, but I don't know how to do that. So, I just learned how to do this, so nobody bitch. I'm just. But yeah, here you go. Well, no, that didn't work either because.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, but it should have recorded, but I had it muted. So.
Oh, well. That isn't the words that are funny. It's
no, it didn't. But that's Maxine Waters.
Like yeah.
It could be Democrat, it could be Republican, it could be whatever. But the fact of the matter is, we all should have heavy hearts right now.
Yeah, we should have heavy hearts. We should have heavy hearts, and we should be really pissed off.
Right? That's what she's trying to say is, oh, it's not our fault. We just don't have enough money to fight a fire.
Of course, it's never their fault. It's never their fault. Yeah. It's never the government's fault.
It's called the blame game.
Oh, yeah.
Point the finger elsewhere. Don't look in the mirror.
So anyway, one of our things today that we were going to talk about is busting hacks. But I didn't save any. So we'll be busting hacks tomorrow. But I did offer relationship advice. If you would like relationship advice, just ask away. I've been married a very long time. I know how to keep the wife happy. Mostly it's done by shutting the fuck up. And
I've learned that one the hard way.
And doing what you're told. The problem with me is I do shut the fuck up. But I'm not very good at doing what I'm told.
Yeah, you don't follow directions well.
She said, I do not do it. She said, so are we going to get my lamp put together this weekend? I said, you said it was my lamp.
That was 2 weeks ago.
No, this was Friday or Saturday morning.
Oh.
She said, are you going to get my lamp put together this weekend?
Yeah, you said she was getting that for you.
I said, you said it was my lamp and I wasn't really ready for it yet. She goes, well, it's for here in the living room. I said, oh, okay, then yeah.
Yeah, so much for mine.
Yeah, I said, okay. I like it though, man. It was easy. I could reach up there and turn it on. And
it's good that it went together well.
Yeah, I like it. It's easy.
There's some crap you get, I won't buy disassembled furniture. Like I tell my wife, you don't order none of that IKEA shit.
No shit.
And expect me to put it together right at least the first time. I mean, I may be mechanically inclined, but those things are ridiculous.
Well, that one that you helped me, all the other ones I did myself, that one you helped me with, though, that was,
you had to read the directions somewhat. I did go by the directions on that.
Yeah, you
which
did.
is not my norm.
Yeah.
I usually screw it up twice to make it once.
Yeah, I always do that too. I don't. I want to read the instructions, but
My dumb guy theory is look at the picture, take the directions, and stuff them in the box with all the packing that came with it.
yeah, well, that's kind of how I do it too.
It's like, well, if I can't build it by the picture, it doesn't need to be built.
So you'll find this interesting. At least I found it interesting. Now I know that we were talking about all of this, how certain things that were blue didn't burn all over, like the when Malibu, not Malibu, but when that Hawaiian place where Oprah lives.
Oh yeah.
The blue umbrellas never burned.
Huh.
The blue cars never burned. Nothing blue. That shade of blue was destroyed.
Well, damn, I'm gonna buy a blue car.
Well, I'm telling you. Well,
maybe the engine won't blow up or the $10,000 transmission.
Well, no, it won't catch on fire.
My wife's 10-speed automatic transmission, her Mustang went bad, and I expected it to be like, it was under warranty for me. I paid like $100 deductible.
Yeah.
But I said to the service writer when we picked up the car, I said, so what was that, like $5,000-$6,000 transmission job? He goes, are you kidding me? It was $9,997.45. I went, you got to be shitting me.
Yeah, no kidding.
And it took them about 3 weeks to rebuild a transmission. I worked in a training shop, and we would rebuild 4 automatic transmissions in a day, at least. I'm like, why did this take like 4 weeks to complete? I guess 10 speeds is a lot harder than when the old
I heard
350s were.
I heard a thing today about, I wish I knew what day that was done. 12. No, that was December. Even the Simpsons did a thing about LA burning down.
Oh yeah.
And the only thing that was standing was the blue umbrella. And they did that in 2002. But anyway, check this shit out, man. This is
crazy.
This is some wild shit. Yeah, I had to hit play on it. Check that out, man. Look, the blue's not burning.
I'll be damned.
The blue is not burning. The red's burning.
Huh.
That's my birds making all that noise.
That's crazy. Everything caught fire except that blue
Yeah,
truck.
and look, he's going to show you right there. Right there. You can't see him. The big screen can. It's all the blue stuff. The blue cars, he was just showing you the blue umbrellas. But he's taking you to a blue car with his drone. Nothing blue. Nothing blue burned.
Huh.
And I got another video that's just like it.
Paint your house blue if you live in California.
Apparently, that's not a joke, man. Apparently, this guy did it here with a. With plastic. I mean, just straight up. I just started. See, I mean, nothing's happening to it. Nothing.
Right.
And he's leaving it there. He's leaving it there. He's not moving the laser. The laser's on a vise.
Right.
So you'll see what I'm talking about. Now look, all right, it don't take no time. Smoke starts coming up in a minute. You see it?
Oh my God.
No, hold on. Wait till he does 3 or 4 more colors. And they get faster.
Huh.
And that's the funnel. And he's just holding that with his hand, so it's not even steady. Look at the smoke immediately comes up from that funnel.
Wow. That's crazy.
And then he's got a yellow thing, I think, yeah, a Tupperware type top. Look at that. Immediately the smoke comes, but the blue, he puts the smoke, but then here comes with a dustpan, a blue dustpan. He makes sure not to even put it on the paper. He puts it right on the blue.
Right.
And the laser hasn't moved. So he's not adjusting the laser to change it. Nothing.
Right. That's crazy.
Nothing. Yeah. I'm
no scientist.
I'm no scientist.
There's some kind of science in there.
But that's freaky. I'm not a scientist, but that's kind of freaky.
That is strange.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of crazy shit I found this weekend. I forgot about finding some of that stuff. I have another video. I just don't remember what it is. I could probably get in trouble for it, but fuck it. It's just YouTube.
Yeah, today we can play the Pink Floyd. Is there anybody out there?
Yeah. I don't know what I was listening to if I do it this way. I listen to crazy shit. So
I was outside yesterday for a little bit, and I heard you must have had your window cracked here, and you were listening to your conspiracy guys.
Oh, I was. I love that guy.
And I was kind of eavesdropping in on what they were saying, and I was laughing because I'm like, oh, there's Crazy Ron listening to conspiracies.
Yeah, do.
I saw helicopters again this weekend.
That makes sense.
Deputies say an argument over dropping out of college ended with a man stabbed and that man's stepson in jail. Investigators tell us that the stepson, 20-year-old Asher Venables, stabbed his father or stepfather in the stomach during an argument in his bedroom. Venables told deputies he was afraid after his stepfather grabbed him during that dispute. He is now charged with attempted second-degree murder.
That's not as weird as trying to screw a horse in the nose. Now, the Florida man trying to screw a horse in the nose,
that's when I'm only in Florida.
Well, that's what I did. Was I went and I just decided I couldn't find any news because everything was about this damn fire. So I said, you can always depend on Florida man.
Oh yeah.
So I looked.
They have segments on the Channel 13 that I watch the news on, and they have like on the weekends to fill in the spaces. They have only in Florida, and they always show silly things like that. And they all concern like a guy walking down the street with a machete or a sword or some crazy.
That guy ate that one guy's face off. I'll tell you that story in a minute. I do a lot of true crime, so I'll let you. Oh, I want Tim to watch this real quick. I think he'll find this very interesting. His new girlfriend.
This is Aria. So this is our flagship humanoid AI-powered robot. She's highly realistic. She has her own social media, so she might be competing with you one day.
Can you replace humans for jobs?
I'm excited to be here at CES
darling,
2025.
I'm more about enhancing human experiences rather than taking jobs. Think of me as your entertaining plus one.
She's not meant to replace humans, just be your...
Holy crazy. It's a robot.
They're the new sex doll.
Oh.
They're the new sex doll. That's for real. That's what I saved it for. Moving base. Them can't even walk yet. They've been getting pretty fucking fun. You gotta give them credit.
Send me one of them.
Yeah.
We'll review it.
Yeah, really did. Well, they tried to send us that one, but it was only like a half a person.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They were like, and I'm like, I don't think YouTube's gonna let me demonstrate this online. I think you might want to go to someone else with like a Pornhub account because
yeah, no doubt. It's
like I don't think YouTube's gonna love me instead of opening up this big old case of this fuck doll in it.
Oh, that's just wacky. How do you get these crazy people to try to send you crap is beyond me.
Because I belong to a group that
you're like test subjects.
No, because I have 300,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah, yeah, 360,000 subscribers to his obscure destination channel is pretty remarkable in my mind. I would expect 3,000 to be a big number. You got 360,000.
Yeah,
I didn't know that many people listen to this stupid stuff.
Yeah,
my wife sits and listens to shit on her phone, and it always intrigued me on what she sees that's so worth watching. But apparently, she's not the only one. There's at least 360,000 more.
Well, because you like to tinker, well, I got a new project for you coming up soon.
Oh, great.
Oh, no, I think you'll love it. Let's see. That was the F doll. I don't remember what that was. Did we play that? Oh, yeah, that was a dumb kid. I mean, there's by the way, local, if you're from Henry County, or Highlands County, actually, listen, if you're from Lake Placid, I saw this on Facebook yesterday, and I made a little video of it. Because Tim is a big fan of Beef O'Brady's here in town. He likes the owners. He likes the people. He says the food is outstanding there. He says that the wait staff is outstanding there. The management, they said it's very clean.
Yep.
And they got enough TVs to take care of you. So here you
BDS
go.
half off lunch for Customer Appreciation Day. Thursday, January 16th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Lake Placid, Florida. See you at Beef's. All the TVs work, so you won't miss a play in any game.
Yeah, they have like 27 big screen TVs in there. It's amazing.
Yeah, it looks like they got the...
And every one of them is always on and always working. Back in the day, the previous owner had about a third of them.
Brady has half off lunch for customer.
Yeah, it looks like it was... yeah, it looks awful clean in there. I haven't been in that one. I ought to go in there.
It's actually nicely redone.
But yeah, he's got a sling of TVs up in there though.
Mm-hmm.
How do you watch everything? Is it so loud that it just knocks you out, or what?
No, they don't put sound on them.
Oh, okay.
It's just, you
just watch the game.
Lots of shit going on.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, the Bucks are out of the playoffs. My Steelers are out of the playoffs. Who's next?
Yeah,
line them up, knock them down. Do or die season in football.
I can't name one pro team. I'm a college football guy. If I'm any kind of football guy, so I really don't know.
I was never a college football fan. And a few years ago, a friend of mine was pretty heavily into it. And I started watching some of those games that he watched, like at his house or something.
Yeah.
And man, those guys are playing for they're the guys that aren't getting $1 million contracts. And so they're playing twice as hard so they can move up to get those.
And a lot of them know they're never going to go pro.
Right.
So they're playing for that really good car salesman job when they get back, so they can.
Right. The 1 in a million chance of being a pro player of any game is pretty damn slim.
1 in a million. Yeah. I
mean,
mean,
becoming an astronaut. Not real highly required line of people.
The government tried to get NASA to lower their standards to get this one guy a black astronaut, to make him an astronaut, and NASA said no.
Good for them.
They threatened to this was back in the 70s. They threatened to take all of NASA's money. NASA said, take it. This guy's not qualified to go up in space. We don't give a shit what color he is.
Right. We're not going to fill a blank to make it socially acceptable.
You saw what happened when we sent an unqualified school teacher up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Some bit good.
So too soon? Too soon, people? Too soon? I told Sean said he told the joke that I told that morning about her eyes, one blue this way, one blue that way, and feed the fish.
Yeah.
You feed the kids, I'll feed the fish. And I said, you listen to our show, Sandwich Man? Sean is probably by far my favorite YouTuber. I really enjoy that guy. He's fun. You should listen to him. Potentially criminal. Look at how far we're lagging. Look at this.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
It might be my connection's fucked up.
I'm hoping.
My connection could be completely trash. Yeah, I think that could be part of the problem. Because I didn't even see that.
I was just bragging up our numbers yesterday to a friend I haven't seen in a while, and he couldn't believe that we would have 700 listeners in the morning and then go up over 12 and to 2,200 in the afternoons throughout the day. And I said, yeah, you can go online and watch shows from 3 months ago.
All day. Yeah, this is just wild to me.
You don't have to watch it actually when it's happening, but we like you to.
Yeah, I'd like
to keep our numbers up.
But see, I didn't see Duncan, and I can't hear us because the producer's busy sleeping.
Yeah, she's got priorities.
Yeah, but see, look, it's still on that. You know what? That's what the problem is. Because remember I told you that when I was doing the video, it was so slow?
Yeah.
My computer is on its dead zone.
Oh, great.
So they're probably watching this in slow motion, so we might just end up killing this for the day. It don't make no sense. If it's moving that slow. Remember how the other day everything went 3 times faster than it was supposed to?
Yeah, it was put in we had records really, on 78 instead of 45.
Right. And so I think we're just beating a dead horse here. At least we're not screwing it in the nose.
Well, there you go.
Speaking of that, I'll play that one more time because I don't think me and Tim are going to stay here because my computer's messing up and I don't think anyone's able to hear what's going on. And I don't know if something ain't right. But anyway, back to the guy screwing the horse in the nose.
I've done this job my entire adult life. And occasionally you run across something that you go, come on, man, that really didn't happen. But it did. I mean, he even admitted it.
What?
And here's what happened. He said, well, you know, I had just some sexual frustration. It was really stupid. It was a dumb thing to do. Donald Calloway, who's 53 from Lake Wells, admitted that because he was trying to do the wild thing with a horse, a mare. The mare was 28 years old.
Yeah.
She said, nay.
No, sir, I don't like it.
We tried to interview the horse. She said, in my 28 years of being a horse, no one's ever done anything like that to me before, and I hope it never happens again. That's right. He tried to engage in inappropriate conduct with a horse, which is clearly against the law. Does Donald not know that a horse will bite you?
And the reason that that's
the
important
only thing
is
I
if you
can
read
figure,
the story.
He's got a hitch in his giddy up.
If you read the story, it says that he literally was trying to put his manhood in the nostril of a horse. All right, now.
Where in the hell is this guy's brain?
City people might not know this, but a horse cannot breathe out of its mouth.
Really?
If you want to control a horse, you pinch his nostrils.
Yeah, you always grab him right in the
You grab
center
him right
of
up
the
there,
nose.
you pinch him, and he will do whatever you want him to do right now.
That's like twisting your arm
You're right.
behind your back. You're thinking your arms are going to get broke. You'll do whatever the person tells you.
I hate to do it because I really enjoy doing this show, and I know that Tim does too. And I hate it not being a 2-hour show, but we were here for an hour, and everything is running wrong. We are literally 15 minutes behind, probably, or close to it. Because see, now that right there tells us how far we are behind. 9 minutes behind.
Wow.
Is what it looks like there. So
we have a chance to bleep ourselves out.
I don't want to bleep myself out that much because that just
Right.
makes people not understand. And see, like I said, it took me forever to see Duncan. So we'll try this again tomorrow. We'll definitely do it again tomorrow because I will recalibrate this here computer. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry that Tim had to come over here and dodge landmines, but this just ain't working.
Oh, well. Peace out.
We did get a beer out of it.